Hello, beautiful people. It's your amazing host here again, Deborah Shokoya, a beautiful wife and an amazing mother to a cute princess called Baby K. That is why you call me Mommy K. Welcome to another beautiful episode of Motherhood with Mommy K, where we bring to you amazing mothers that come to share their unique experience behind motherhood. On my couch today is an amazing person. She's a businesswoman and also a mother. Welcome on my couch with me, Bami Gbade to be lover. I'm going to be calling her Mommy Iwe on this show. Yes, Mommy Iwe. Yes. Welcome, Mommy Iwe.
Yes, thank you.
But before we go on, we have to say cheers. Thank you.
You're welcome.
We can't say anything. Yeah. Welcome on my couch.
Yes, ma'am.
So I'm going to ask you first, before we go deep into talking about our experience as a mother.
Okay.
What is motherhood to you?
Motherhood, it has different definitions. So motherhood to me is sacrifice. Motherhood, it entails joy, pain, fulfillment. Anything we can think of is about motherhood. It has unlimited definitions.
Unlimited, of course. You have your definition. I have my definition. Okay. If we ask someone else, they will definitely say something. That's nice. Okay. So we are going to take it back. Before motherhood, when you were single, did you ever sit down to vision that someday I'm going to become a mother? I will do this, I will do... Did you have the plan? Did you draw any plan before becoming a mother?
Well, before becoming a mother, when I was still single, I used to vision myself that, okay, one day I'll become a mother. But not the way it happens. Because when I was still single, I used to feel like giving birth, like they do say, okay, it's painful, but at the same time, it's a sweet journey that you must definitely pass through as a female. So when I was still single, I see babies, teens. I was once a teacher.
Oh.
So while still teaching then, I mingle with kids. I love kids a lot. Especially when they are neat with them. I can just take them home. So looking at them, at times, the way they beat some children at times, I feel like when I give birth, am I going to beat my baby? Why will I beat a baby that I give birth to? That's not going to be possible. But then the story changed. Because the Bible even says only but not that you should be beating them every day. But at times they need scolding. They need cane at times to reset their memory. So now still single, I vision myself to give birth, be pregnant and give birth. And have a happy family. That's just it.
Yeah. That's beautiful. So now moving on to being a mother. How was that journey? How did you feel the day you got to realize that I am pregnant? How was the feeling?
Pregnancy. Well, I got married December 2018, so I waited for 3 months. But that 3 months, it was like 3 years because
really?
January, if I see my period, when I saw my period, January, I was like, this period, why did you come? I don't want you to come. I just want to get pregnant. You know, people, when you get married, the next thing is for you to get pregnant.
3 months and you're already worried.
My sister, I was over worried because people were already calling, how far? How far? Are you spitting already? No, ma. No,
but let us talk about why are people getting worried 3 months just after your wedding?
I didn't we didn't get married like, okay, people from north, west coming together, joining them together. I think maybe I just packed to my husband's house. You know, people will not know. They won't raise eyebrows at but you getting married legally and the next thing is, Mommy, Mommy, I'm feeling feverish. Oh, that's why you are pregnant.
But do you know some couple, they tell themselves that for like 2 years, 3 years, we want to wait.
I used to abuse them before, but now, in fact, I didn't have known. I would have joined them. That's okay. Why? After getting married, let's enjoy ourselves. Because I now realize that motherhood is not for the faint-hearted. Motherhood's journey, hey, Jesus, it's not easy. Maybe to me, I don't know. Motherhood journey is not easy. Because at times, I'll be crying with my kids at times. Baby, I'll be like, baby mommy is crying with their babies because I used to feel confused at times. Maybe scolding them, beating them, don't do this, don't do that. And they are doing that thing. Be like, oh, what am I going to do? That's the day I called my mom, I was crying. Mommy, what is me? Because that first day I went to church. We had a program in the evening. My kids were disturbed. They are just two. They were disturbing. So I was frustrated. I beat the other one, sit down. I have 5 years and 2 years. Okay. You sit down. I back the other one. But you know that my girl child is like, she's even the one that is more active. She said, no, she's not backing. I put her down. She was running to the front, running to the back. And people were like, one more is so, one more. I have to leave the program because I was deeply frustrated that we come to a program, we can't concentrate. I would have even tried and concentrate if people around me were helping me. But they were not. They were like, caution your children now. Can't you handle your children? Can't you do this? Can't you do that? I wasn't happy that
you felt embarrassed.
You were mothers too. You were ones in our shoes. So I feel like you should be able to help me, even in a way that I'll be amazed that wow, these kids can listen to this grandma. So you know, something like that. So into motherhood, after 3 months, I got pregnant. So the pregnancy journey, I was sick for 3 months. I registered with midwife in our church. So EDD was November/December 1st. So the baby was supposed to come maybe November ending or December, first week of December. So nothing happened. I was already scared because if you see my tummy, there is no any human being that will pass me by without praying. There was one day I was going out. One bike man had to wait. Where is your husband? He has gone to work. He left you like this. What type of a man is that? He needs to go to work. With this your stomach, you are walking up and down. Where are you going to? Let me carry. Don't worry, I'm just exercising. Okay. You will deliver safely. So, on the fateful day that I'm supposed to, I don't know I'm going to deliver that day. We were doing normal exercise. So at night, I just started bleeding. Everyone at that.
What happened?
Very, very, very heavy bleeding. Because if I say I should measure the bleeding, it's going, I don't know, not to exaggerate things. So as I was bleeding, my husband was scared. At the same time, he was happy because he was like, maybe the baby's coming. But me, in my own mind, I was like, okay, it's either water or mucus that's supposed to, not blood. So they said I get a cab to take me to the hospital. After getting to the hospital, they tested me. So the doctor was like, the baby's not breathing again. I have to go through CS to save my own life. I will give birth to another baby. I was like, CS, I don't want CS. I don't want CS. None of my family members have ever done CS. The doctor was like, it is either you do CS now or
save your life.
I was still crying. My husband was like, don't worry. He's going to sign. So he signed. So I was waiting to the theater. After a few minutes, they brought out the baby. But fortunately, the baby was still breathing.
Oh, thank God.
So he survived. And after giving birth, after a few hours, I was unconscious because my mom called at that time that, oh, no, to be more. Congratulations. Like, no, to be more. No, to be more. Because I was like, I'm not in this world again. I was unconscious completely. So after a few hours, I was fine, but I'm now crying that, what am I going to tell people? CS. What am I going to do? How are people going to take it that CS? Nobody have, something like that. So after I got home, I wasn't really depressed in the hospital. I was happy that this is my baby. Very handsome. I'm going back home with my baby. So after I got home, that was where the depression set in. Because people come, if you give birth through CS, you are going to spend either 4 days or 5 days. It depends on your health in the hospital. But if you give birth through normal vaginal delivery, if you are very okay, that same day or the second day, you should go home. So not getting home the second day, third day, people already know that CS, low be more. So you understand. So after getting home, I was still kind of fine. But it was on naming. I was crying all through because I started hearing, they were saying it. CS, low be more. How does she make CS be more? Because see, strong woman can't make CS be more. I was crying. I was just weeping.
Sorry to cut you short. What year was it? Like, was it 15, 20 years ago?
2019. That was 2019. December.
That's like about 5 years ago or so.
2019.
And they were telling you that...
How will I use CS to give birth? That's a very strong woman at that should deliver through normal delivery. That CS is like, especially in this, should I say in this our Yoruba land, they see CS as a death sentence, because giving birth through CS, they see you as you are not a woman. Why will you use CS to give birth? And when bring it also, they will go to the delivery room, shout, scream, bring out their baby themselves. Not that just sleeping and bringing out baby from your stomach with knife. So you understand? That's what they believe. I think in this our Yoruba land, though, that's what they believe. So it was that naming day that depression set in finally, because I was so depressed. So they said that I hate the baby, like, coffee or baby or all my life, I was never caught with knife, not until you were delivered. Why would I be using CS to give birth? Because I was now abusing myself. Like, I'm not happy with myself, because what people were saying, it's getting to me. It's really getting to me. That so if I should go to naming ceremony then, that they say, okay, I'll be funerary, I'm always sad that, and why are they giving birth by themselves? Why can't I give birth myself? I'll be biting myself, angry. That chapter closed till my second baby. When I was pregnant with my second child, I was like, I'm going to give birth myself. The exercise I did, the exercise I did, it's worth like 5 years exercise. I should not do exercise again, because going and coming, jumping from stairs down, I'll be doing everything that, I must give birth myself. EDD was October. So, October 25th, 2022, I went to the hospital for normal clinic. So my doctor tested me and he said, well, you can't be more. Honey, doctor, don't worry, I'll give birth myself. Maybe the doctor even already know that, why can't you just let us operate you? Daddy, I don't like it. I'm not sorry to me more. Why will you say that? CS first time. I should not do CS. No, I'm not doing it. I refuse. So that fateful day, they induced me. He said he can't give me something powerful because of the first CS. Yeah. So I was induced to help the vagina to soften. So as I was going on, the doctor said, as you are going, if you can trek. If you can, whatever you know, you can lay your hands on when you get home, try and do. The baby pack that I've packed before, I repack. I rearranged the wardrobe. I washed everything washable. I didn't give birth. The second day, my doctor called. Toby Alpha. In fact, because I slept like a baby. He was like, okay, no problem. That was 25th. Till 27th, nothing happened. My doctor had to call my husband that we don't have choice. We have to operate this baby for our own safety. I said, no, I'm not going to operate this baby. Or else, let me be like this. Let me just be carrying the pregnancy. Don't let me even give birth to the child. Let me just be like this. My husband was begging me. He called my mom. My mom too came. Joe, I'm not doing. Since the second time, what will people be saying again? And before I get pregnant of the second child, someone told me face to face, in case you get pregnant again, don't use CS to give birth to. Try and push now. Are you not a female?
But are you the one? You don't feel like pushing, or is it your fault?
I don't even understand. Because CS in this like I said earlier, in this our Yoruba land, I don't know about other tribes, but in this our Yoruba land, maybe if they are just accepting it, they are just accepting it. Like what I went through. And churches are not even helping matter. Last year I went to a naming ceremony, man. I got home, my husband was begging me. We don't need to talk, I already know what happened. Because from a naming ceremony, you already know what happened. So, at the naming ceremony, they were like, let us praise the Lord. This woman here, she gave birth like an Hebrew woman. She gave birth by herself.
Really?
So it's what
they emphasized on that.
I left the naming ceremony. I left the naming ceremony because I was like, I'm not the only one here that have passed through CS. And I know that some people we still definitely pass through that stage. I have to leave because I was like, so we that this CS, are we not human being? I don't understand.
You are not Hebrew women.
You know, in churches, they used to pray. You believe like an Hebrew woman, you will not pass through CS. That's the main prayer point. But to me, in this stage that I am now, you deliver safely.
Yes.
Yes. Because we have some people that they did CS, both the mother and the child, they died. Some, the mother, we go, it will remain the baby.
Child. Yeah.
So it's vice versa. But I don't know, maybe they are not knowing that. In fact, there are some that they used to push them that they must not do CS. At the end of the day, the mother will die with the pregnancy.
That's what I'm asking, that 20 years ago, is this one you're talking about?
It's 5 years
your experience?
Ago. It's 5 years ago, ma.
When I wanted to give birth to my daughter, and they already saw at 34 weeks or so, they said she was big, and they probably, I can try, yes, they will make me try, but if they say that it's going to be a bit difficult, I'll just go for CS. Then I got home, you know, I was having in mind that these mothers can be, and I called my mom, I was like, Mom, and they said I probably would do CS. So I was expecting some certain reaction because of all these mothers, like, how long my mom was like, that's why I'm like, if my mom could know these things, that is, I get ilaju. There's no reward in suffering.
We have some mothers like that they understand, but out of 100%, let me say 5 of them only understand.
Sis, do you know that some people opt for CS themselves?
Yes.
They go to the hospital.
Yes,
I've heard of somebody that said she doesn't want to do CS because of she doesn't want to give birth through her vagina because it probably would make the place a little bit wide. Yes. And she still want to be tight. And she will go for CS herself.
I have someone like that.
So what are we talking about?
She's not even married yet. She said whenever she wants to give birth, she CS, live and direct.
So what are we talking about?
So to some people, it's evil, it's deadly, it's not worth doing. In fact, you doing it, you are not what's called a woman. But me, I believe that you even giving birth through CS, we are the strongest because it's not easy.
The pain is a lot.
It's not easy. I watched, I'm not following her, but I stumbled on it one time. Tiana Empire, I don't know.
Okay.
I stumbled on one of her posts that she was complaining about epidural injection. And I saw that video, I sent it to my husband. He laughed and said, we will be fine. Because that injection itself,
I collected the injection when I was going to give birth, but it was already late, so they could not even do anything with it because when they were putting it in, my baby was already coming. So I just collected it for collecting sake. Imagine. But you see that pain? See, now I still feel the pain. Do you feel that pain? Your back?
My sister. That's why I say motherhood is not for the weak. Oh.
It's not for the weak.
Honestly, it's not for the weak. I used to look at these teenagers like 18, 19 that give birth anyhow. I would be like, how come? Because this motherhood journey, let me say I was ready. But still, I still feel like, am I really ready, Sha? Because at times I just feel down, I just feel weak. Like, can I just flash back to single days and just enjoy a little bit more time? Because it's not easy, honestly. So when I gave birth to my second child, I was a little bit... From my first child till when I got pregnant, till when I gave birth to my second child, I was depressed all through. Someone gave birth through normal vagina, I'll be hungry. I'll be bitter because I'll be like, this one to give birth through normal vagina. What was happening to me? This one, I'll do it myself. So that was my thought. So I was injected on the 25th. So it was on the 28th. I started sporting. So I don't have...
Okay, you didn't go into labor since 25th. Okay.
Labor. So it was on 28th night. I started bleeding. Not so much like the first one. So my husband was like, please, let's just go to the hospital. So I was not like, you will sign for me. Because after this one, I'm not giving birth again. Because I heard someone posted something. I don't know if it is real or not. That giving birth through CS and collecting that injection is like reducing 5 years from the year you want to spend. But I don't know if it is really real or not. So now I've collected twice. So that's also it is real.
Maybe 10 years.
So 10 years, see the dogs crawling. No. So even aside from that, the emotional trauma,
the society, the way they will judge, and
the society, family issue. Then me myself, physically, I'm not even ready. In fact, in 5 years' time, I'm not ready to go through that stage again because, you know, after giving birth through that years, my first child, I thought I won't be able to stand upright again because I was bending. For like 2 weeks, I was bending. I was scared that, will I still be able to stretch my back? My doctor said yes. And anytime I want to, after giving birth twice, that I gave birth, I used to have hemorrhoids. That one too on its own.
Oh!
My sister, the second one
I understand.
The second one was hell. I was crying like a baby.
Yeah.
Can these people just
That was
stop?
one of my symptoms when I was pregnant. Yes, I went through it. It's crazy.
Hell. It's hell. So, passing through those things, then with the society issue, family issue that
the society is not even helping, because if you were going through all of these physical changes and everything, had it been the society is even kind, it would not get to you as much. You would have healed on time.
Yes.
But when you are going through, like you said, you were going through depression. Exactly. You are trying to heal physically, and you're still going through this mental and psychological stress of people saying you should have pushed yourself, and you will now feel like, I wish I can go back, take back the hand of time and go back and change, which you cannot. Exactly. Do you know that some people that lost their life doing birth, this is what caused it.
Exactly.
They could have gone for surgery, but they are like, I will give birth myself, and they keep pushing, and they lose their life, or probably lose the child.
Of course.
The society needs to do better, like encourage women. Let's even be sincere. There's no reward in suffering.
Churches, mosque, they need to put hands together.
You know,
anyone that give birth, you don't need to utter that statement. No, we don't need such. Just praise God. Just thank Allah. We can see the mother, we can see the baby. That is what we need. Just like somebody coming on my page and saying that my show is nice, but I would appreciate it if you always ask them, is it through, she put it like this, that is it through normal natural birth or through CS? Firstly, the correction is both is their natural birth. Exactly. One is just vagina and one is CS. And I'm like, you can't ask anyone that question. It's even awkward asking someone after they just give birth. She CS me at the before. It is rude. It is awkward. Being born with vagina, you know. Let's just have this baby and let the life. The mother is there, the child is there. I think it's written on the forehead now. Hey, maybe it should be another depression on its own. That you know, CS is written here. Even if it's written on the head, I will carry it with my full chest. It's a scar that I will carry with pride. Exactly. So there's nothing like the society. Please, let's do better. Let us do better. So let's talk about doing your births, like when you were carrying your baby during the pregnancy days. How was it? The help, you know? My first pregnancy, I can say it's kind of easy. Okay. Only the first trimester I was sick. But after that, I was very, very fine. Till the last days to deliver, I was down because I was like, I should have given birth. But that first stage exercise is not like my second child. Because I'm a first timer. I'm not really outside like that. Only me and my husband in the compound. So my second child, I did exercise. But our own pregnancy journey, I used to feel dizzy. It was even the dizziness that made me know that I was pregnant. Because standing like this, I would just feel like sitting. Even sleeping, I'll still be tired while sleeping. So I went for tests. That was when I knew I was pregnant. So after that, they detected I was low. I had blood shortage, so I collected tons of blood then. After that, I was still feeling dizzy, but I think that was our own symptoms, unlike my first child. Just like this. See, I delivered, I used to feel dizzy, I used to feel weak, I used to feel tired. But pregnancy journey for me is kind of okay. They say the children, they come with different hands. Yes, I used to go out. I used to... Okay, my first child, I couldn't scream. The cream I was using before, it became hell because smelling it, I'll be like, oh, is this? Who is bringing this? Please, I don't want to hear it. But my second child, I was screaming. So I think that's the difference. Then the first one, I was very chubby and eating everything that comes my way. So I was, you know, the mentality that I got from the first child, I was like, okay, my second child, I want to give birth myself. So I was not eating like that. I was like, me at my back here, I'll be able to deliver myself. Because my first child was 3.4. My second child is 2.5. 3.4. The first child was 3.4. Yes. Second was 2.5. So did they give you any medical reason why it was like that you had to go through CX? For the first one. For both? For the first one, I was bleeding. Okay. So they said it was placenta previa. What did they call it? that the placenta busted.
Oh.
So that was why I was bleeding.
Okay.
So
I think placenta previa, that's when the placenta is covering the
baby's mouth, nose, and everything.
The way through the covering the vagina.
Yes,
okay.
Exactly. So that was why I was bleeding.
Okay.
Every bleeding.
Okay.
So the second one, they would have induced me like normal way they induced someone that wants to deliver with vagina, but due to the fact that I've been caught once, so my doctor was scared that if they should induce me with powerful induction.
When I was pregnant, I had to do, because I had a history of, stillbirth. So I didn't want to go through any issue. And it was not like there was any medical reason for me. They were like, it's just one out of many. It's a rare case. But I didn't care. I was so careful. I started doing a lot of reading, a lot of research. That was when I got to realize that some people have placenta previa, like you say. Some people have their placenta by the side. When you have placenta by the side, it's okay. But when you have your placenta covering your vagina, they just advise you not to even bother to push. You just go for CS straight. So there are some situations that requires you to go for CS, not because of you can't push. That's not your fault.
I just started bleeding.
That's not your fault. That's not your fault. So let's now move on to after giving birth. How is life as a mother and life as a wife? Being a wife, it's a different ball game. Exactly. And now having children in between. How was postpartum with your husband? How was it?
My husband is very, very caring.
Aww.
Very, very caring. In fact, there was a group I joined. They were asking, if you are to come back to this life, will you still marry your husband? I said yes with my full chest, because R&B is not there. Hey, what will I do? Because I used to imagine that, okay, waking up all myself, feeding the baby at the middle of the night, going up and down. I can't do all that myself. Because I will just shut down one day.
Yeah.
But after feeding the baby, maybe he's still crying or she's still crying. You'll be the one to carry on. In fact, he knows how to bathe baby more than me.
Wow.
I started bathing my baby 4 or 5 months. He'll be the one bathing them whenever my mother left. So I don't know how to do. He is the firstborn. That's why the fact that I'm maybe second-born. I don't know how to bathe babies. But my mom used to use 2 months with me since the CS.
Okay.
So after she left, my husband take up bathing the baby, massaging them and stuff like that. Even to back baby.
You can't back.
I can't put baby on my back myself. I will have to fight ever me saying me because I don't know. I don't know how to do those things. Even sucking them when they have kata, I don't know how to do it. But my husband knows how to do those things.
You're blessed. So, you're blessed.
Postpartum is easy with him. Made it easy with me because even when I'm crying, when I'm maybe cranky, just leave me alone. Still be like, don't worry. That's you walk. I want to be more with vagina. In fact, you are stronger than them. Because you have been caught twice. You are more stronger. Don't worry. God is with you. You shall know how to calm me down.
That's the benefit of a good partner. Exactly. Because imagine when the society is talking down on you and the one that you sleep and wake up with is still doing same. It just kills you. But thank God you have a good partner. Even when the society is like, at least you have someone beside you.
He said it when I gave birth the second time. He said, this lady tried though. The exercise she did. I don't think any one of you can do it. She tried. In fact, she overdid herself.
That will lift your spirit.
Doing that CS the second time is not her choice. But let's just say God wanted it that way.
Sis, it is not even your fault and you don't even have to. That's just it. You should not even feel any way about it. You don't have to. You don't have to.
I just got over it last year. That's years of routine, both the first one and
since
the second.
5 years ago. Honestly, and 3 years or 2 years ago. Okay.
Honestly, I just got over it last year, October. I was like, what's going to happen? Will I be going like this? Will I still be carrying this trauma in my mind, going year by year, day by day? So I just let it out. And since then, I was fine. I've been fine since then. So there was a particular revival I went to. On this fateful day, the pastor was like, okay, the pregnant women come outside. No normal prayer for pregnant women. They went out. And it was not like, CS mom, you know that you went through CS, come outside. I don't wanted to go out initially. I was like, CS mom, to do what? I later stood up, I went.
Maybe they want to pray for you.
Exactly, that was my thought. So after getting out, the pastor was not like, okay, the pregnant woman should kneel down. The CS mom should stay at the back. Okay, you CS mom, stretch your hand and pray. to those pregnant women that they won't pass through CS to deliver. I was like, wow.
Wow.
Okay, we that this CS, we are not human, as in we are law of human being. I was like, I got home down that I was crying. I told my husband that I made a mistake. I shouldn't have go out. My husband was not like, you don't know what they wanted to say. I said, yes, I don't know what they want to say. I was thinking they wanted to pray for us all. But now saying, okay, pray for the pregnant mom that they won't experience CS. It makes me feel somehow that what are we doing in this our Nigeria, in this our society? Churches, mosque, tradition, everyone needs to.
If an emergency come up and that pregnant woman needs CS to survive, are you saying she should not? She should be bent on, oh no, I want to push it myself.
That stick to their, I don't want to be mentioning pastors. There are some that they stick to their leaders' advice or preaching that, okay, you deliver like an Hebrew woman. But you that know that, okay, you have man pelvic, or maybe you are the type of person like me now. Whenever I want to deliver, I used to have IBP.
Oh, that's
so
you are the type, preeclampsia. Oh, yeah.
You are the type that whenever you want to deliver, your BP goes up. Why do you want to wound yourself? Definitely the baby will survive, you will die. I remember when I wanted to deliver my second child, Lord me, the BP, this thing, it's read more than 280. The doctor was like, what am I thinking? I should be calm. I should be calm. They can't inject me with that 280. Still, it was on 250 before I was injected. So there are some like that, with that type of BP, you cannot even scream. You dare not. You just have to go for CS. And there are some with male pelvic. They can't deliver on their own.
What you're saying now is making me realize that some people that we have lost in the process of giving birth, this is what has happened to them.
Exactly. There are some that they are stubborn. That's okay. My minister said, my husband says.
Or maybe some is even their mother.
My in-law says. There's one that I witnessed that she said her mother-in-law said they must not do CS for her, that they are bringing warm water from their village.
How long is the village to the place?
By the time the grandma arrived, that woman gave up.
Are you serious?
Seriously. That woman gave up. The husband was like, Mommy, I ain't like Payawomi. They should just have done the CS. In fact, before you even enter 1-2 bus, they should have given birth. Because CS, within how many minutes? 15-20 minutes, baby is out.
The woman gave up.
15 minutes. The woman gave up.
And with that woman forgive
So
herself.
the grandma was not like, okay, she CS ni odowa.
She CS
That is most people mentality. That's just most people mentality. That is what most people believe in. That doing CS is like, you know, before, maybe in ancient, CS was 50-50 before. Maybe the way they sew it, I don't understand. Like me, I've been cut twice. But if I should open my stomach for you, you cannot know that maybe they've cut me twice.
The world is advanced.
It's as
it
smooth
goes
as normal
every day.
No, the sky is still there, but
it even grows every day. It's not the way it was like 20-30 years ago. It will be now. Exactly. Even your own 5 years, it would have even advanced now.
Someone gave birth of recent 2 years. I was hearing that they only use something to
glue
it. They didn't sew it. That she does not even need to go for cleaning.
I
was like, I went for cleaning like 3-4 times. She said she does not need to go for cleaning. I was like, wow, it's now different now. But even like that, with the difference, I'm not doing it again.
I've done appendix surgery before. And one day, somebody just saw this kind of was like, Taylor I was like, yeah. They just use something. It's microscopic.
Yes.
What do they just
pick it out.
I say, hey.
It's true.
So, sis, how are you coping with being a mother of 2? Because, okay, me, I have 1 now. And I'm like, for everybody that I wake up, I have to ask Holy Spirit to lead me. Because being a wife, being a mother, and I have my career. I want to be at the top of my career. I want to be seen. I want to be heard. So you being a businesswoman and you have 2 kids, 5 and 2, and you are still a mother. It is not that I even know that it's crazy to always wake up in the morning and think,
morning, afternoon, night. Before going into how do I handle mother and wife together, through my motherhood stage since 5 years now, I don't know if I'm the only one. I'm trying to get out of it, and I think God has helped me this year. it's different. Since the beginning of getting pregnant, giving birth, first and second, my system is different. It has been entirely different. When I was still single, I can do 2-3 work at a go.
At a go.
I won't be tired. In fact, morning till night. At times, I don't know, I've not eaten at times. But now, going into motherhood, I feel so tired. At times, I just want to be alone.
Hey, that alone, me, I can relate to it.
At times, I was once a caterer.
Okay.
I bake. I do pastries. But with my health, it got to a stage whereby I wanted to do monthly payments work. But my mom was like, because of your health. My husband too was like, hey, to be healthy. I was not looking at myself like, she was sick. But I'm now like, motherhood journey makes me like, my health, my personal health is like, I'm shifting back. I don't know. It's getting better now. Yeah. But before, last year, 2 years ago, 3 years ago, I'm not myself. Before I carry this cup, I'll be tired. Before I do one, I'm tired. It makes me quit catering. It makes me quit baking. So I went into knitting again. But I didn't really go into that knitting deep. I stopped. I quit. So now, I think this business is kind of working because I'm at home. Just
online, which I think online is one of those things that mothers can do more.
Just with my phone. So no up and down. Whenever I want to rest, I put it on silence. I take a nap, wake up again, go back to it. I think that one is...
What do you do now?
I sell undies, I sell nightwears, and whenever maybe people send me something, stuff like dresses entirely. Okay. So I help them buy.
Oh, okay, okay.
So motherhood really drained me. If I'm saying it sometimes, people used to say, money. But me personally, I know what it takes from me.
We are not same. We all have different.
I know what it takes from me because when I was single, I was very healthy, very active, very what I can think of. But now, I'm not like that again.
I heard something that from as you give birth, your health, you know, because it deals with a lot, physically, mentally, psychologically. There's something it takes out of you. There's something it takes out of you. We are only strong. That's why we are not breaking down, because we keep giving ourselves reasons to live and reasons to be there for our kids. So it's not that easy. So you're still on track. And you're still doing well. You're showing up for your kid, whether you are tired or not. I know you jump up and say, hey, Iwe wants to do this, Iwe wants to do that. Especially now that your kid is a toddler now. A toddler, Carrot is getting there, baby K. I heard that stage 2 is another different game entirely. Now I've started saying, Carrot, leave that now. Stop putting it in your... So you people are trying. You are trying.
Waking up in the morning, them dishing their lunch for school, dressing them up. And I'm a type of person that, okay, let me go back to motherhood and wife. How am I taking it together? My husband still help in that aspect. Okay, what do you want to eat? I cook. It takes care of the kids, the dresses and stuff like that. I just go to the kitchen, dish their food, and he takes them to school. So by the time they get back in the afternoon, that's where my work starts in. At times, whenever they step inside that sitting room, I drop my phone. Because you are with that phone within 2 minutes, something has destroyed. You will not be like, since in a day, how come? I think I'll be like, can people just stay in the school for till 6? But at times you'll be missing them. If the bike man, maybe whenever I'm calling him, okay, they're supposed to close by 3:30. 4 minutes, I'll be calling that man. Please, where are my keys? Immediately they arrive. Can you just go back? That meet and break, at times I'll be like, meet and break. Can they just cancel it?
And they do be in school.
Because at times I'll be frustrated that just 2 of you. I'll be screaming, shouting. At times I'll be making jest of myself. What if there are 3 or 4?
Sis.
It's not easy.
It's not easy. Are you one of the mothers that when your kids are on silent,
no, they must not be on silent. Especially that my second child. Silence is not golden. To her, silence is not golden. In fact, I fed up of arranging a wardrobe. My first child, he was very calm while growing up.
Okay.
But you see, this is my second child. she's not calm. I arrange shoes day by day. Even her clothes, I just pack them there like that. Just leave it. Scatter it, put them back. No problem. Just leave it that way. My first child, when he was still growing, the way we arranged our sitting room, it was like that. But you see this one that she's growing, you're wrong. We don't do it that way. What we were putting maybe first step is now maybe number 4 now. Let's not forget that is at number 4. She will take chair, climb. A girl child for that matter. She will have to carry chair and climb it.
Just to get there.
Just to get there. So we have should I say varieties of children? They are different.
Yeah.
My first child is calm. In fact, people don't know me then. But you see, this is my second child.
Everybody knows you.
Everyone to their school. There was a time she was sick. Someone that don't even know in her school called. We did not sit to see school today. Are you a teacher? No, but I used to know if whenever she's in school, I used to know. I'll be like, how come? Why would I say share? Because I don't understand. So motherhood is a sweet,
yeah.
I don't know, combined together.
Sweet crazy. Me, I call it sweet crazy.
Exactly,
sweet crazy experience.
Exactly.
So sis, tell me, what's that sacrifice? You have a kid of 5 years and 2 years. What's that biggest sacrifice that you have done so far in this motherhood?
I think I'm now stronger. I'm more stronger now because my first child, when he was still 2, he fell sick. I was so scared. I thought I was going to lose him. I don't know, maybe he ate something then. He was pooing, vomiting at the same time. We took him to the hospital. We collected drips as in maybe like 6 or 7 drips. Still, he was still not okay. So after then, he was fine. And aside from that, my first child is a very picky child.
Oh, a
he
picky
just started
eater.
eating swallow. The day he ate swallow, if you see me dancing, almost 5 years, he just started using. At times when I go out and maybe they say they are talking about children generally. If I say my child does not eat swallow, it'll be like, you spoil him, this and that. I'll be like, she mama feel running. The child that you will give fish, you will vomit. Will I still give him again? Why am I wasting my time? But my second child, she's the type of person that she eats everything. My first child, he does not eat meat, he does not eat fish, just egg. Those things, till now, those things at times it gets to me before. But now, and I say that, just let me leave him. The day he had swallow, that day, I called my mom, I called my husband, I called my brother, I called my friend. Ire is now eating swallow. Ire is eating swallow. They were like, praise the Lord, at last. Before, he does not eat it. There's nothing you want to do. Since first year till 3 years, only golden and rice.
Wow.
Just golden and rice.
Wow.
So motherhood taught me to be strong because if I should say, okay, what they were teaching me then, be harsh on him, make sure you force him, make sure you do this, make sure you do that, the children would be like, is she really my mother? Because why am I being harsh on him? He will not really know what he's doing. And it will be paining me. He will be like, maybe I hate him. You know, something like that. Yeah. So motherhood taught me to be strong and just to do my thing myself. Do my thing the way it
your own way.
Me.
That was what I was about to say. Like, I realized that I didn't even have to get into motherhood. I think from the moment that I pushed my baby, I'd be like, you see this baby, this is mine. This is, I think, the one thing that nobody would drag me for, that I'm sharing or whatever. So whatever I want to do, it is my rules.
The way it pleases you. Some people, what they cannot even do in their home, they will be telling you.
The society will be telling you, why are you mix feeding? Give her only breast, my darling. I want to do formula and I want to do breast milk. I'll do both. Yes. I'm on your motor breast milk formula
that they are very active.
And they are very active, very smart. And you see some people, they use breast milk and they don't even know anything.
Both breast milk and formula.
So these things is just, everything boils down to me. After my own rules, before my own rules, I put God first, then my rules. So that's just the
because some people, they feel like they can just control you, maybe because they are elder or maybe they have experience. They feel like, okay, whatever I tell her, she should be able to at least accept. Some will even be like, we will tell her, but she will not listen. But I feel like the way you did it and the children are grown-ups now, that you are seeing them, you're happy. Let me do it my own way.
My own way.
So when they grow up, I'll know that, okay, I've tried my best too. Not that what you are telling me is the most for me to do it. No. At times, we might even mislead from there. Because there was a day someone was telling me that whenever my child wants to hit, both of them, it has a way they hit. My second child, that's why that she's 2. She hits more than his brother. Okay. So they'll be like, I should be putting the food together. That when that one eats plenty and he maybe is in 2 spoons, you'll be able to hit faster. No, I can't do it that way. Why will I join the food together? Like why will I do such? It will even cause fight and it will mess up the whole place. I said no. Juma was like, that's what I did to my children till they went to secondary school. I used to serve them together. Why will you serve them together?
That's your children.
So no.
My own is different.
It's a no for me. It's a no.
Even in the hospital, when you just give birth and they are putting you through some things, they will tell you that this is a new, but you both are learning each other. Exactly. You will try something, the baby will tell you if he or she is not comfortable with it, so you know when to stop.
Exactly.
So it's not that hard.
My first child.
It's not that hard.
33 years.
My baby, till now, she likes hot water. I would try cold. She will
use
cry.
Cold water in the morning, by night he will start coughing. He will start coughing. So there was a day and one thing about me, I don't talk about my kids outside. I don't talk about them because you might say one, they'll be like, you are over pampering them. Let us train them in our own way. Just leave them to me. Sure, you understand? So there was a day I over talked that day. I was like, okay. She said she don't. Yes, I over talk because the woman really abused me. She was like, wow, they're going to see cold hot water. You cannot go to any. Our families are around, and whenever they want to go, I will tell them hot water new. Accept or you let them sit in my house. Sure, you understand? So there, I told that woman I used to use hot water for my baby. Till now, he's still getting hot water. How do you money? Mama, hot water, ma feel well. What if there's no light? You scared to now? Is there no gas? You scared to? No, wasting of water, wasting of money, wasting of this. No. I know my child. My second child now, she can just off her clothes anyhow. I won't mind. But my first child, no, we must keep up. Because I know that he has, maybe actually he has allergy to air, to cold. But my second baby, you can do her anyhow. I think anything she's a packy.
Anything goes.
I think she's, and funny enough, I use pregnant care. For my first child, I didn't use pregnant care for the second one.
Really?
So I'm not thinking that the one with no use pregnant care for. She's the packy.
Daddy.
Because I don't get. And I'm thinking she's the one that's supposed to be like, mommy's pet.
All this body, she doesn't mind.
The first one that is doing mommy's. So kids are different. Then motherhood and wife together, I think it's a combined work of husband and wife.
That's why I'm like, from what I've learned from everything you're saying is that you have an amazing husband. You have a very understanding husband. Because if you go into this motherhood and you don't have a kind man,
Otila. It's not easy. Honestly, it's not easy.
If you don't have a kind man, fine, the man, they will not carry the pregnancy for you. They will not, but you see that mental support, the emotional support.
Together. They are not pregnant, but
mentally and emotionally they are there.
Up. It's up.
And
at times I used to do it intentionally. At times,
can you imagine?
I'm not sleeping. You are sleeping.
It's because of you that this man, they don't even try to pamper us too much.
I'm not sleeping. You are sleeping. My head, rub it for me.
Because they will tell you that the moment you are to our fire. That's true. Because some women, they will take it for granted, but still do it to like it.
Even when I stop breastfeeding my 2 kids, you'll be the one in charge. You know, when you stop breastfeeding, it's another work entirely.
I've not gotten to that stage. Please tell me.
It's another work entirely because you'll be feeling your own pain. The baby too will be feeling, where is this breast? I need this breast. So someone has to be in charge. So you understand. So me, I'll be inside. They will be in the sitting room. So whenever the baby needs breast, you'll be the one to feed the baby with milk. She gets, so they have to be partner that understand. Because I think he does not understand that sort it out. Maybe I will just sleep and don't wake up one day because I'm the type of person that I'm very emotional.
Okay.
I don't even believe I won't be crying by now. I'm very, very emotional. So any small thing, it gets to me, like gets to me. So I'm always down at every little thing. Always down. So That's just it.
Sis, we like to ask about parenting guide. We like to ask that in this society and in this generation, we all know that everything is somehow. Now we'll see some female child and we'll be like, ah, ah. We'll see some male child, we'll be like, hey, yani. Okay, but now that has happened. But the coming ones can be better if we do it better. And it starts from the mother. Exactly. That is why we like to ask, what are those parenting guidelines that you have started to, to put in for Ire and his sibling? Thank God you have a girl, you have a boy. What are those things that you're doing to make them better people in the society?
As you've said, man, that it starts from home. Exactly. My children, number one, you learn to pray. There was a day they went to visit my mom. So there is a prayer they used to make at night. So my mom was like, Ireya Losun. So it was not like, Grandma, we have not said our anthem. My mom was not like, what did you used to see, She has to come. You have to come your wo. Kila ọmọ ẹ máa ń kà lálẹ́ yẹn ná. Rántí ni. Ó yá ire. So. So they said it and good night. Prayer first. So number 2 is that you don't teach children to be a bully. There was a day my son came home. He was like, Mommy, somebody beat my head. And my friend said I should beat him back very hard. No, don't beat him back. Because if I should say, okay, beat him back, tomorrow he won't tell me again before you beat him harder. Even worse than I can imagine. She gets, so there must not be a bully. Whether at home. That I like my son for one thing. Before I start telling him to be beating his sister back, because I see that like I said earlier, that my girl child is very active. At times he will just pinch him and run away. So I will now tell him, go and pinch your own back. Go and beat your own back. So if he still beats his own back, he'll be like, Mommy, you should have not told me to beat her back. She's crying now.
Oh,
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, because at the end of the day, they will put me at, don't mind your mommy. If you say, don't mind your mommy, I'm sorry, yeah, I'm sorry. So that's another one. Another thing is that they're private parts. If any one of you should beat my baby girl at her bum, she will beat her own back. You don't touch her bum anyhow. Even her dad, you'll be like, no, don't beat my bum. Do you understand? But we have some girls child now, we have some boys, even some boys, they believe they can just beat anybody anyhow, wherever they like. No, it's not like that. We need to teach them the private parts. You are a girl child. You don't let anybody touch your breast. Don't let anybody touch your bum. You as a boy, don't let anybody touch your penis. Whenever you want to go and we on your own and go back to your class. And another thing is discipline. They need to learn discipline. They need to learn how to love each other. You don't just, like, for example, now, like when I was growing up, I didn't have the mindset of I love you. But my children, I let them know that I love you so much. Your daddy loves you so much. So it won't be like something new to them when they go out.
Thank you.
It's like an anthem to them. Whenever they are going to school, I love you.
So the self-love is even there for them.
Even if I'm hungry at times, I don't remember to say, Mommy, I love you. Because I was hungry, but they already know that it's something I used to do. It's something that they've known that's our normal routine. So I think we need to also move close to them. Let them talk to us. Let them be our first friends. Let them know that whatever bothering them outside, they can come back to us. Like when I was pregnant with my first child, before I got married, I was pregnant to my husband also. This virgin me. So this virgin, she affected me. She was like, don't even worry. So after I this virgin, I got pregnant. But I lost the pregnancy. The moment I got pregnant, I told my mom. I didn't be there's no cordial relationship.
You would not have.
I'll be like, who am I going to tell? I can even say maybe I want to abort it. Do you understand? So there must be cordial relationship between parents and children. As they are growing up, they will grow with it.
Yes.
Because whenever they want to talk to you, leave me alone. Or maybe you are always with your handset. Like I said, whenever they are in, I'm not with my phone. If you are calling me and I do not pick, just know that my kids are around. When you said I should drop the message, what did I say that day?
That you were attending to your kids. That
when they have gone to school.
That you would send,
That is my own policy. Whenever they are around, I'm not with my phone. Whether you want to call, you want to chat, please, can we postpone it till when they are not around? Because at times, if they pick words,
Yeah.
You think they are not listening to you. By the time they use that word back to you, be like, they pick words very easily. They pick words. So we must even know what to say in their presence. And my children, they are, maybe their emotion, they are, should I say, they copied me, Abi, they take part of me. They are the kind of children that they are always emotional. There's no how we won't have arguments. Whenever I and my husband, we are arguing, they'll be like, Mommy, you are shouting at my daddy. Daddy, you are shouting at my mommy. Mommy, keep quiet. Daddy, keep quiet. I was like, from that teen,
very young age.
From that very young age, like they have been saying that definitely they will grow with it. They will grow with it. So our children, our friends, we as parents, our children's friends. That's just.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, ma. We have heard everything from Mrs. Bamigbade Oluwatobi. Love your children, make them your friend. Allow them, put them through, put them in the right path. That's the path for God. The path of God. Always be with your children, always listen to them, watch what you say around them. Thank you so much, ma, and God bless you. And please, society, we can do better. At least people that will see this video and that you still share to your friends, we can start changing it now. Stop asking people. I don't even like it when you see people and the first thing you're asking, what if you want CS have been natural? It is wrong. Please let us stop it. CS have been natural and boy or girl. Okay, that one I think we cannot even stop that one.
Exactly.
But allow the person tell you if it's boy or if it's girl. Anyone or money one. Please, thank you and God bless you. So right now we are going to go for a break, and when we come back, we play our mom's game with Mrs. Tobiloba. Welcome back, everyone. So here is our mom's game. I'm going to be playing our mom's game with Mrs. Tobiloba, Mommy. So on this mom's game, we are going to be playing a Ludo. The first person to fall 6 wins the game. I'll give you the honor. You're my guest, so. I know you cannot fall 6. Hey! It's my time to win on this show. Hey! This one, if I don't get it. Aww. That's right. Thank you, and that's it for our mom's game. You are supposed to pop some champagne for me because on this one, I won this episode. Thank you so much, Mommy. Thank you so much for coming. Thank you for sharing your experience with us. I love your experience. It has touched one of those parts that we need to treat in our society. And I'm so happy that a lot of us has learned from it. And moving on, we would make use of everything you have said to us. Thank you so much. So guys, we have come to the end of today's episode, but we cannot wrap up without giving our guests something beautiful. You already know. This is for Momats. Momats is the #1 leading kids store in Nigeria. So they sent this beautiful gift for you. This is for Mommy K.
Thank you.
And this is for Momats. I can help. Do you want us to help you?
All right.
Okay. So if you want to get your pregnancy kits, your mother items, your baby items, souvenirs,
not yet,
you should reach out to Momats. They got you covered on all of this. Okay. Here we go. Okay.
Wow.
I think you should do it like this.
So lovely.
Okay.
Oh, thank you so much. Momats Kiddie Store, right?
Yeah, Momats.
Thank you so much, ma. I really, really appreciate. I would definitely refer. Not for me yet. Even if it's
from you
to happen, I'm going to refer. But me, for now, my legs, my body is hung up for now. Because definitely, if I'm to get pregnant now, definitely it's still serious. So people won't be surprised that I forgot to add that. She's very, very lazy.
Can you
I want to help my husband to spend money.
Really?
It is well.
We'll all be fine.
So thank you so much, Mommy K. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
So honored to be on
You're welcome,
show.
ma. You're welcome, ma. Thank you so much for coming.
Oh, I got a mug. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
I really appreciate it.
So that's it on today's episode, and I'm sure you enjoyed this episode like you always do. You already know this is your favorite show. Expecting mom, single ladies, TTC mom, already mom. This is your favorite show, Motherhood with Mommy K. We have come to the end of today's episode. Until I come your way same time next time, make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel, Debbie Show TV. Like, comment, share to friends and family. You need to share because we all need to know about all these things that we are talking about on this show. God bless you, and I love you. Till I come your way, God bless you and catch you.